All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is about 7 minutes after the hour, y'all. So we have author Shonda White on the show this morning, and she has a book. And I'm sure you ladies, 2017, y'all been talking about this on social media. Don't be a wife to a boyfriend. Don't be a wife to a boyfriend. 10 lessons I learned while I was single. She's a certified life coach, blogger, and best-selling author, Shonda Brown White. Y'all give a round of applause, y'all.
Yes!
Shonda. Good morning, Miss Shonda.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the show. And what inspired the book?
Really just my own personal life experiences. Like, I just knew that I was that girl that used to give everything to a man and I wouldn't get that in return. And so I was that girl, but I knew that there were other girls that were like me. And that was just one of the lessons that I learned. And I really felt like, I was so dependent on someone else that I forgot how to love myself. So my first chapter, that's what I talk about in terms of like loving yourself and how important it is to love yourself before you can try to like love someone else, and how to make yourself a priority, because I used to confuse a lot of things about love and lust and, not getting rid of people out of my life that didn't deserve to be there. So that's kind of what the inspiration was. I felt like women could really be encouraged and empowered by it.
So when you say don't be a wife to a boyfriend, like, are you drawing limits,
Somebody headphones loose.
Yeah, just tighten them up a little bit. Are you drawing limits as to the things you should do in a relationship, like save certain things as wifely duties, or just like, hey, don't go all the way, let me make them wait?
Right. So it's interesting because I don't necessarily say, this is what you should or you shouldn't do. I'm more so saying like, okay, this is what I did, and this is how I knew I was doing too much in my relationship, because it all comes down to reciprocity. So it's okay to do things for your man. Like, I did things for my man, but at the same time, if you're not getting anything in return, like, why would you put in all of that effort just for somebody who's not putting any effort for you? So It's not necessarily a list. It's just more so of being aware of, okay, am I getting the same things in return in my relationship?
Well, my thing is, so why not? Still, you said don't be a wife to a boyfriend, but don't men want women to be wifely first before they be wives, technical wives? I mean, shouldn't you cook and clean for him and wash his clothes and do everything for him like his mama did?
That's why I love Gary with the tea.
Wow.
I mean, I get that question all the time, but what I explain to ladies is that, what, just because you're not doing everything doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's going to get when you get married. It's like, okay, just because, like, for my husband, I was like, I'm not going to cook every single day. Like, that's going to be a wifey duty that I'm going to do. But that was something for me. But at the same time, I see a lot of women, and I used to do the same thing. They'll move in, they're, you're paying all the bills, you're cooking and you're cleaning. But what is he doing? One girl told me, she's like, well, he's there for me emotionally. And I'm like, yeah, because that's all he can be for you. Like, what else is he bringing to the table? You know what I mean?
Well, you look at some cities, Miss White, where like there are way more women than there are men.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
the field is competitive. So you have a girl who's like going above and beyond a call of duty, doing wifely things to a boyfriend, versus a girl who's just being a girlfriend to a dude. How can they compete in that environment when you got chicks going the extra mile?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, who you're meant to be with is who you're going to be with. So I'm not going to compete. I'm not worrying about who I'm going to compete with, because at the end of the day, I know my husband, he got with me because he wanted to be with me. I still didn't do all those wifey duties, but he knew that he was getting a genuine person. Like, there were other things, because for some guys, yeah, that's important, cooking and cleaning and stuff. And it goes beyond that, because marriage and being a wife is more than just cooking and cleaning. But in terms of competing with another woman, I really wasn't worried about that, because I knew what I was bringing to the table. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not in the even in that particular chapter, which is just one of the 10. I'm not even saying don't be a wife. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna be one, you better make sure he's acting like a husband.
Oh wow, that's a good point.
You might be wasting your time.
So do you think that social media has kind of messed up relationships, because people, it's so easy to access people now. It's not like you at the club with your husband or whatever. Of course, you can't do that because you're right there with him. But now your husband has social media, and somebody inbox him and send pictures and stuff like that, and he get. Do you think social media kind of make it hard for relationships as well?
I think it does make it difficult sometimes, but I feel like if you have an understanding in your relationship and you all maybe kind of have boundaries, like for instance, for me and my husband, even when we were dating, I don't put my business out on Front Street. Like when I'm looking at your social media, I should know that y'all going through something. And
exactly. Oh, I so agree with you there,
right?
Girl. It ain't nobody's business.
Ain't nobody's business.
But the two people, because you start letting people in, and then everybody want to add their 2 cents, and then you start thinking other stuff, which is something you wasn't even thinking, and it just escalates into negativity.
Exactly. And like Headkrack was talking about those competitive girls, little Susie or whoever, she gonna see that little open crack door, and she's gonna be like, they having trouble in their relationship. Let me go on and sneak through that back door.
But see, that's when Susie slide in though and start cooking and cleaning and ironing clothes and doing everything that you ain't doing because y'all mad at each other. But so then what do? You get your business off of Facebook. All right now.
And I've literally told some of my friends and people that I know, I'll like DM them or I'll like send them a little message. I'm like, listen, I can tell y'all going through some stuff. You might want to take that post down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you got that, operate with some discretion or whatever, because you just, you're right. You don't want people in your business or whatever. So do you find that a lot of women play wife to men that they are dating? And why do you think this?
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like I've seen both sides because, I see the women putting in all this work and all this effort, but they're not getting anything in return. And that's what hurts my heart. That's what kind of inspired the book as well, because like I said, I was that girl. I mean, to the point to where sometimes you feel like you want to give up on your dreams and you want to pursue whatever they're pursuing. And so
I've seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you see the sacrifices and you like, but girl, what is he providing for you?
Right.
But at the same time, there's a lot of females who aren't making the men step up to where they need to be. So it is making it hard because you feel like you do, like you were saying, Headkrack. Some girls feel like I have to do that, which again is fine, but just make sure that you're getting what you need in return.
But now, Shonda, some men play husbands to girlfriends.
I was gonna say that.
Now,
Gary.
some men fix your car. Some men put gas in it. Some men take your baby
Gary,
to child care.
No, Shonda, he trying to throw shade on me. However, let me explain that part. If you kicking it with a chick and you walk her out to her car and you got it like that and you see she need 2 tires. So you want to take the risk of having one of her tires explode on highway, and you can't go get her tire fixed, or change her oil on her car, just do something nice for her or whatever. I don't see anything wrong with that. And that ain't playing husband. If y'all kind of dating or kicking it, I mean, that's just being a gentleman.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And it's called chivalry, something that needs to come back.
Ooh, Lord, pull my chair out.
But the playing field is so bad that chicks get so mistreated in the current state of relationships that if you do anything remotely nice for them, they think y'all married from that point on. Like I remember one time I bought this chick a TV and it's like, whoa, no.
I just want you to have something good to watch.
Yeah, you just didn't have a TV, so I decided to buy you one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill. Right. But it's just messed up that it's come to that, to where you can't do anything nice.
Because my thing is, man, if you dating a woman and she might not be doing as well as you, but you have good chemistry and you have good conversation or whatever, you go over her house and her couch broke and she need a new coffee table and you really have it like that, and this is just me. The least you could do is just make sure she's straight on whatever it is. If you can't talk about her nails or whatever because she might be from paycheck to paycheck. If you can kick her down a couple of dollars, get her nails and her hair done, she can feel good about herself. And just, that's how I've always been. They used to make fun of me in high school. This guy named Meatball used to call me Cake Daddy. Cake Daddy! What's up, Cake? I had bought my girlfriend a big old teddy bear for Valentine's Day, set it in a homeroom, had balloon tied to the arm, and now the whole high school making fun of me, calling me Cake Daddy. And I'm like, man, that's my girl, man. I'm gonna love her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I think is right, because that's how I felt about her. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's what Headkrack, you mentioned how sometimes girls will take that and they'll be like, oh, we're in a relationship and this is exclusive. And it's like, that's one of the things I talk about in one of my chapters about. Let it flow, but don't get caught up in that gray area. Learn how to, because I used to rush things first to second date. I'm like, so boo, we trying to get married or what?
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I used to be that girl.
Well, let everybody know how can they get the book?
They can get the book anywhere books are sold online, especially Amazon. That's the main place. You can get it there on Amazon and through my website, shondabrownwhite.com.
shondabrownwhite.com. And the name of the book is
Don't Be a Wife to a Boyfriend, 10 Lessons I Learned When I Was Single.
Great book, y'all. Make sure y'all check that out, ladies. 2017. It will definitely change your life. Hey, Shonda White, you got to come back on the show. Thank you.
I definitely will. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for being here. What you got, Crack?
Man, Gabby got the tea and the color today. Who you spilling tea on next?
Coming up next, y'all, Gabrielle Union, baby. This girl is speaking out, honey, to Miss Jenna Bush. I'm going to tell y'all what she had to tell the president's daughter next.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.